There's a strange kind of pride in struggling alone. You've seen it, maybe you've lived it, someone drowning in a task, a debt, a diagnosis, a deadline, and when you ask, "Do you need help?" they say no, even when the answer is obviously yes. This isn't stubbornness, it's psychology, and once you understand it, you'll start noticing it everywhere, including in yourself. The first reason is simple: asking for help feels like admitting weakness. Psychologists call this a threat to self-image. Many people build their entire identity around being capable, the reliable one, the strong one, the one who has it together. Asking for help cracks that image even briefly, and the brain treats that crack like a small social injury. The second reason is what researchers call the help is costly assumption. We tend to overestimate how much of a burden will be. A 2018 study out of Stanford and Cornell found people consistently underestimate how willing others are to help, and overestimate how inconvenient it'll be for them. So we do the math wrong, we assume no before we ever ask. Then there's learned self-reliance. For a lot of people, this goes back further than adulthood. If you grew up in a home where asking for help was met with impatience, criticism, or simply wasn't an option, you learn early that needing things is dangerous. Not needing things becomes the safer strategy. It's not a personality trait, it's an old survival skill still running in the background. There's also the illusion of control. Doing it yourself feels safer because you're the only variable. Bringing someone else in means trusting their timing, their competence, their follow-through. For people who have been let down before, control feels like the only reliable currency they have left. And finally, the quiet one: shame. Not, "I can't do this, but I should be able to do this." Shame doesn't just stop people from asking, it stops them from even naming the problem out loud, because naming it makes it real. Here's the part worth sitting with: none of these reasons are really about the help itself. They're about what asking means, about identity, safety, and old wiring that hasn't caught up with the present moment. The people who eventually break this pattern don't do it by becoming less proud. They do it by redefining what asking for help means. Not weakness, just information, a signal that says this is the part I can't do alone, which, if you think about it, is just an honest report on reality. So next time you catch yourself hesitating to ask, or someone else quietly refusing help they clearly need, remember, it's rarely about capability. It's about a very old, very human fear of being seen as needing anything at all.